One of the things that Mo told me at the end of the show, might have been off camera, is he said, Brian, I'm not worried about the machines. I'm worried about the humans that control the machines. And I'm curious what you think about that. I think he was talking more about this kind of quote unquote pre-singularity, or this time where a few humans have control of this compute. Again, we're seeing the companies already coming out, or bad actors that have access to that. Do you share that concern? I know you talk mostly about, okay, the machines themselves and the AI itself, but does that concern you? And can that pre-singularity affect the singularity?
So I'm concerned about malevolent humans with powerful tools. Always been a problem. They can cause a lot of damage, but at the end of the day, they still human. They still care about, human-friendly environment. Whereas long-term superintelligent machines with completely different preferences are still a lot scarier. They are more like alien minds with completely different goals. I cannot understand their goals. I can understand a dictator who wants more money, more partners, whatever, but I don't know what a superintelligent machine would want and if it's compatible with human existence.
Yeah, there's that old phrase, there's the devil you know and the devil you don't know. We've seen some characters throughout history that seem to be doing some malevolent things, but like you said, at least you can roughly understand where they're coming from, versus some superintelligence that, you literally you might have no idea what is happening. You might not even know what is happening, or even that it's happened at that point.
Exactly. And a lot of times we hear, if we pause, our competitors, our competing companies, countries will get there first and it will be terrible. We have prior examples of, other countries taking over, kind of human civilization kept on going. We have no examples of where an alien set of values takes over. That could be very, very different.
A lot of people talk about the control problem or alignment. We kind of alluded to it a little bit, but I was just curious when people ask you about that, because it's discussed a lot, especially in these companies that are building this and they're talking about how they're making it aligned. It seems to me like you think that's a moot point, but maybe you can explain that deeper. What do you think is the control problem? How do you think we should even attack that or consider that right now?
So if you have access to this much more powerful intelligence, there are different types of control people envision. There is direct control where you give it orders. It's kind of like having a genie. You have 3 wishes. Usually you regret your first wish. You try to undo it. Things don't go well with direct control because you're not smart enough to understand consequences of certain actions. The opposite is this ideal advisor. You have this really smart system. It likes you, it knows you well, it knows you better than you know yourself. It can predict exactly what's going to make you happy. And you just kind of go, tell me what to do, you're smarter, you will benefit me by making better decisions for me. This could be nice for most people, but you're not in control. You're definitely not in charge, you're not making decisions. You're like a child with good parents. Some people think that's a good outcome for us. Problem is, you can't really undo this. You can't take over in such scenarios because you are dependent on the system. All the infrastructure, the life support systems are now too complex for people to take over. There are kind of mixed modalities between those two, but that's really what we're talking about. What type of control do you want? People suggested value alignment as a solution where those machines would want what we want. Problem is, we're not defining who are we, how to deal with disagreement between 8 billion people. There is a lot of that. Our values keep dynamically changing. They're not static. So even if we agree on something today, 100 years later, that seems horrible to us. As you look at history, that's what happened. And even if we had static, agreed on set of values, we don't know how to program those fuzzy concepts into C++ or something like that. How do you express good, healthy? All those concepts have edge cases which philosophers been dealing with for millennia and haven't resolved.
Just this came to my mind. Do you think those edge cases all come down to the fact, too, that you're a human in physical form with a limited life, and a lot of those philosophies and value systems could never be simulated with a machine?
I'm not sure if that's the limitation. If you get away from human form, people talk about uploading human minds and virtual reality. It's again a type of high risk, I think. You no longer need food, you no longer need shelter. So what is it you are trying to achieve as a basic set of needs? Is it all some abstract mathematical research thing? For most people, it's not exciting. It sounds like hell, not heaven. So it brings in more problems than it resolves in many cases.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.